Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode on the Bodybuilding News Network. As always, I'm your host, Saunch. Thank you so much for stopping by and checking out the channel. Consider subscribing if you enjoy this style of content or if you're new here. But in today's episode, we're going to be talking about the 2022 IFBB Pro San Diego Championships in specifically the men's classic physique division. Now, we haven't seen this show return since 2019, but in 2019, it was just a bikini show. So I was about to say it's a step up, but no disrespect to the women's bikini division. Now, in this men's classic physique lineup, we have some returning faces from the most recent Boston Pro, and we also have a classic physique debut from a gentleman that competed at the Fit World just last weekend in men's physique in the board shorts. So be surprised with that one. But let's go ahead and start off with our top five is what we're going to break it down here. You can see the whole lineup, all 9 competitors on the screen right now, just with the names, just for that, just a little bit of recognition. If you land in that top 5, you will be featured on one of these recap videos. But let's go ahead and start off with the winner. Now, I wouldn't say that this was a surprise coming into the show. Mr. Tony DUONG, of course, apologies if I butchered that one, Mr. Tony, but he was the favorite coming out of the Boston Pro, placing top 2, really was the favorite coming into the show. And by all accounts, I thought that he looked phenomenal. A very conditioned competitor. I would say one of the most conditioned guys on stage. From the front, just such an amazing physique. I really like what I'm seeing from the judging staff, from the judging panel at these pro shows. They're taking the time and they're giving the look to the shorter gentlemen. And also there's always been a kind of like a small discrimination for competitors that have tattoos or ink. So Tony here has his last name tattooed all over across his back. And it's nice to see that the judges are looking past that to see the physique, to see the artwork that Tony's been able to do with his physique, with his structure. He has great insertions. He has a phenomenal flow. He is through and through a classic physique competitor. And now he's a classic physique champion, earning that 2022 Olympia qualification this winter in the classic physique division in Las Vegas. So if we're going to be nitpicky, I would like to see Tony a little sharper in the lower body come the Olympia. I'd like to see the hamstrings just a little bit more dug out, and I'd like to see the calves pop just a little bit more. But hey, that's just nitpicking. Big congratulations to Tony DUONG. Of course, apologies if I butcher it, at winning the San Diego Championship. Next up, we have a new name to me, but obviously not a newcomer to the IFBB Pro. Jason STRAYHAND landed in the second place spot here. Jason's been competing since 2014, but most recently we saw him at the 2021 Southwest Muscle Classic Pro, where he placed top 6. So making big strides in his improvements here at the San Diego Championships. Now, I would say Mr. STRAYHAND, Jason here, I think he's a bodybuilder through and through. He's so thick. He's so dense. He just reminds me of a bodybuilder. Now, how he's able to make it into the weight class for classic, I don't know. He looks absolutely monstrous. Monstrous? Is that a word? Monstrous? Anywho, he looks phenomenal. He looks massive. Very full. Great muscle bellies. Did I say full yet? He looks very full. Blasting full. But also, good conditioning. You can see the hamstrings dug out from the back, something that Tony was lacking. Although he did win, I would say Tony's winning, or Mr. Jason here is winning in the hamstring department. Glutes are sharp, could be sharper. But the lower back, you can see the development of the Christmas tree here. He's just, the way he's holding it kind of has that skin fold that makes it look like he's holding a little bit of water. But trust me, he is conditioned. He is in shape. Phenomenal conditioning. Great package that he brought. Second place. I'm hoping he got a little bit of money from that. And then also the points is what's really important. Olympia qualification points. Second place at one of these tier 2 shows is going to be a big check in his scorecard, getting those points for the show, for the Olympia. So happy for Mr. Jason Strayhand. Congratulations on second place at the San Diego Championship. Now in third place, this is a guy that I did not expect to see coming into the show. Mr. Jeremy DUTRA just competed at the 2022 Fit World, the Muscle Contest Fit World. He just placed there, and I believe it was top 6. He placed 6th in men's physique on the 3rd of March. So him coming into this show, making his classic physique debut in the IFBB, I thought it was a bold move, a risky move, but gosh darn it, did he really come in just amazing. Great conditioning, great structure. He has the wheels, he has the posing, the prowess of being able to present his physique in a very complimentary way. Just absolutely just shocking what he's able to do here. Top 3 finish in his first show. Lots of points for an Olympia qualification if he wants to continue. I think it's a great move. I think Jeremy made an excellent decision with him and his team and his camp to make that move into classic physique. I like the idea. I like the way he presents his physique. Again, kind of talking about that structure, the flow of his physique. Very tiny midsection. You can see I put 3 photos in here just because how impressed I was with his physique, his structure. Now, I would say he has lots of room to add muscle. He looks pretty shallow in the lower body from the back, but the quads in the front, world class, guys. Ladies and gentlemen, great quads, but very, very shallow in the hamstring development and the thickness as well. So he's going to need to work on that if he wants to knock up some knock up. Wow, that's probably shouldn't use that phrase, but if he wants to knock on some more points and potentially win an Olympic qualification in 2022. I think it's definitely not outside the realm of possibility for Mr. Jeremy here. I really like what I saw here. So if he continues on this classic physique adventure, on this classic physique journey, I really think he should. And I think he will. So big congratulations, Jeremy DUTRA, on his classic physique debut and top 3 finish here at this show. Fourth place, we have Damien Patrick. So Damien Patrick actually placed 2nd at last year's Sean Ray Classic. You know, big F word to Sean Ray, obviously, but no disrespect here to Damien Patrick. That's when he placed 2nd behind Logan Franklin. Actually did that show and won that show. So that's the only reason I remember that one. But he came into this show. I thought he looked pretty good. He looks very big. I thought I would be seeing some 212 competitions in his lineup, but he is a men's classic physique through and through since making his pro debut in 2018. Very full, very dense bodybuilder. I think he makes a good statement of, you know, what's possible in classic physique while staying in that weight cap. He's very full, very just a great structure, beautiful physique, very big, wide, great clavicle insertions, really emphasizing that wide taper we like to see. Very Arnold-esque, if you ask me. Now, I will say the big one here is the lower body conditioning. It looks like he has the muscle from the back and the hamstrings, but very watery, very washed out. The glutes, you can see the skin folds. So, I would like to see quite a bit more conditioning from Mr. Patrick here, Damien Patrick. But from the front, goodness, world class, great arms, phenomenal chest development, beautiful tiny midsection, the tiny waist with a phenomenal vacuum. You can't overlook a good vacuum in classic. And then just massive quads. We talked about in the Asian Grand Prix video yesterday that I wish we were able to see the quads on all those men's physique competitors with the board shorts, but you can't. It is what it is. But luckily, Mr. Damien Patrick is a classic physique competitor. We're able to see these world-class quads from the front. Again, I'd like to see more conditioning from the back, specifically in the hamstrings, and you can see a lot of skin folding in that lower back. So there is some work for conditioning, and I think that's why he landed in 4th place. But nonetheless, congratulations, Damien Patrick, on your 4th place finish. Last competitor, we have Bartley Weaver. Now, Bartley Weaver is another competitor we just saw at the Boston Pro. He actually competed side by side with Tony here. Now, Mr. Weaver placed top 6, so just outside the awards ceremony for the Boston Pro, and luckily moving up here at the San Diego Championships into 5th place, earning that hardware. So I know he's going to be happy with that, with those medals, with those. It looks like they're giving away some Pop-Tarts or something for the awards ceremony. So, you know, I'm sure he's going to enjoy eating some Pop-Tarts once he gets home. Or if he's just going to roll into another show. There's a lot of shows. There's a lot of shows this year. So the world is opening up. America is opening up. And competition is ripe. The competition is ripe. The shows are starting to open it up. And I think it's going to give Mr. Bartley Weaver here a great opportunity to knock on some points, work on posing and just getting more comfortable. I would say from the back, he looks kind of funny. He looks a little uncomfortable. I don't think he's presenting himself in the best way that he could. Obviously, Bartley, you know, I'm not critiquing you in a way that, you know, I'm not a fan. You know, I love you guys. I love what you guys do. And, you know, that's the only reason I have this channel. But I would like to see you present your physique in just a little more flattering way. I think from the front, you're doing a great job. If anything, you could drive the elbows up just a little bit more. Something like how Breon Ainsley does his front double. I think that would look good on you. But from the back, it just seems a little funky. It looks a little flat. I don't know what it is, but let me know in the comment sections below, guys. Ladies and gentlemen, not just guys, ladies and gentlemen. Let me know what your guys' thoughts are on Bartley's posing. If he could emphasize it in a way to, you know, maybe show a little bit more quad pop on the side, maybe a little bit more classic flow, maybe pop an arm, maybe spike a calf or something. I don't know. Let me know in the comment sections below what your guys' thoughts are on that. Let me know what your guys' thoughts are on the entire competition. Did you think that there was anyone that got overlooked? There's a couple different competitors in here. Noel Thomas placing 8th. Casey Hoosman's placing 9th. Let me know what your guys' thoughts were on the scorecard, on the placings. But big congratulations to Tony DUONG earning that Olympia qualification this year at the 2022 Mr. Olympia in the Classic Physique division. Ladies and gentlemen, that'll do it for another episode on the Bodybuilding News Network. As always, continue the conversation in the comment sections below. I'd love to have a conversation with you guys, as we always do. It's genuinely my favorite part of these videos. So please let me know what you guys would like to see next, guys and gals, what you would like to see next on this channel, what shows you'd like covered, and what athletes you'd like to have featured on the show in a athlete spotlight or even an interview. I love interviews. So let me know. Continue the conversation in the comment sections below. Subscribe if you're new or if you enjoyed the content. My name's Saunch. As always, thanks for watching another episode on BNN, and I'll see you guys in the next one.